So there's a stretch where sleep just stopped working for me. I'd go to bed completely wiped, but still lie there for hours, just stuck. Mind buzzing, body restless, watching the time disappear and knowing I'd pay for it the next day. So I tried everything, cutting coffee, screens off early, melatonin, even sleep meditation loops. Some nights it helped, most didn't. What finally changed wasn't one trick. I had to actually rebuild how I approached sleep piece by piece. So in this video, I'll walk you through what worked for me and how I eventually found something that helped me stay on track when I couldn't do it alone. So the first thing I looked at was my evenings. Not the sleep itself, just what I was doing in that hour before bed. I thought I was winding down. Really what I was doing was distracting myself. I had bright light, phone in my hand, autoplay videos, then wondering why my brain wouldn't just shut off. So I stripped it back. I dimmed the lights, put the phone across the room, and swapped YouTube for a book. Not a self-help book, just something low effort. I also started doing some light stretching. Nothing serious, just enough to help my body recognize that the day was over. Now that one change got me going in the right direction. Didn't fall asleep instantly, but I felt myself settling in earlier. Less wired, less restless, like my body finally knew what I was asking it to do. Now, even when I got the wind down part right, I still had nights where I'd lie there with my head just spinning. Not always anxious, just loud. I'd replay conversations, think about deadlines, wonder if I'd remembered to send that email. It wasn't dramatic, but it was constant. What helped me was dumping it all out before bed. Not in a journal-y way, just 5 minutes with a notebook, write down whatever was in my head. No order, no filter, and once it was on paper, I didn't need to carry it. Some nights I'd still feel tense, so I added in guided audio, short breath work or story-style sessions that I could throw on with the lights out. Nothing complicated, just something to keep me from spiraling. That combo, 5 minutes to unload and something calm to focus on, made a huge difference. It gave my brain somewhere to go that wasn't me. And my actual sleep schedule, well, it was just a mess. Some nights I'd crash at 10, other nights I'd be up till 2 for no reason. Then I'd sleep in, hit snooze, and start the whole thing over. What finally helped was picking one anchor. Wake up time. Same time every day, no snooze, no I'll sleep a little more, just up. And at first I hated it. I was groggy, pissed off. Honestly, I felt worse for a few days. But once I stuck with it, my body started catching on. I started getting tired at night again. Not because I forced it, but because the rhythm came back. That one shift pulled everything else into place. It wasn't about discipline, it was just about consistency. And it worked. Now, I'd used a sleep tracker before, but honestly, the kind of thing just stressed me out. Too much data, too many charts, I don't know what to do with it. So I stopped trying to analyze everything and focused on 3 things. What time did I fall asleep? B, how long did I sleep? And C, did I wake up feeling okay? And that's it. And once I kept it simple, I started noticing patterns. Late meals messed with me. Scroll too long, same thing. No exercise, worse sleep. It wasn't about tracking perfectly, it was just about noticing. And that gave me a sense of control. Now, doing this all helped. My sleep got better, I wasn't dragging through the day anymore, and most nights felt manageable, but the hard part was sticking with it. Some weeks I was solid, other weeks I'd slip up. Not because I didn't care, but because I didn't have anything keeping me on track. It was all in my head. And when I got tired or busy, it all just fell apart. That's when I realized I didn't need more tips. I needed something that could walk me through the process night by night. So I wasn't rebuilding it from scratch every single time. And look, I wasn't really looking for another sleep app. I'd already tried the ones with the ocean sounds and the bedtime reminders. None of them did much. But I kept hearing about stellar sleep, people saying that it helped them stay consistent and not just fall asleep faster. So I finally gave it a shot. Now, this is built more like a full program. Every day it gives you one short task, something to focus on or try that night. Sometimes it's a quick mind shift, other times it's a journaling prompt or a small behavior tweak, usually 10 minutes or less. It's not about perfect sleep hygiene or following a strict routine. It's more like, here's one thing that might help. Try it tonight. And then the next day it builds on that. What I liked is that it stopped me from overthinking everything. I wasn't trying to remember what worked last week or whether I was doing something right. I just opened the app, see that day's step, and go from there. The first week felt a little rigid, a lot of text, more structured than I'd like, but that structure is what helped. And once I started using the audio versions, especially on nights when I was a little too tired to read, it got way easier to stick with. Now, that said, it's not the most cozy app. It's a little text heavy up front and might feel a little too clinical if you're looking for something super casual. But for me, the trade-off was completely worth it because it's not just another tip to try. I could finally stop managing all of this in my head.
Now, the app costs around $188 a month, and you can try it out for a week for just $1.
And honestly, I'd already spent more than that just on supplements, sleep sprays, and random gadgets that did jack squat. Like this one helped me stay consistent, which turned out to be the missing piece. I didn't need more ideas. I needed something that could help keep me going when I was tired, distracted, or just having a rough week. So yeah, for what it gave me, it felt fair, especially compared to everything else I'd thrown money at that didn't actually change anything. But at the end of the day, this was not about one big fix. It was a bunch of small things, layered together, done consistently, even when I didn't feel like it. That's what actually got me sleeping again. And yeah, I probably could have pieced it all together on my own eventually, but having something guide the process, that's what made it sustainable. It kept me from starting over and over every time life got in the way. So if you're in that spot where you've already tried all the easy answers and nothing has stuck, this might be the thing that helps you stay with it long enough to actually feel better. And if you want to give Stellar Sleep a try, I left a link down in the description, and that will usually get you a better deal than you'd find on their site, so check that out if you're interested. Also, if you'd like to work with us or sponsor a future video, just reach out using the email in the description below. And if this helped you out, please go ahead and hit like and subscribe for more videos like this one. Thanks so much for watching. I hope this helped. Sleep well.